Something I do really often when I'm working with executives is to get them some feedback about themselves. And I do this because once you get to a certain level in an organization, or even worse, if you own or run the organization, it becomes harder and harder to get people to tell you how they really feel about you. So I spend some time as an objective third party talking to the people around these execs. I will talk to their employees, I'll talk to the people they work the most closely with, their clients sometimes, their board of directors, really anyone who would have a relevant opinion about how it is that they work. And then we sit down and we analyze and talk about the feedback and figure out what to do about it. And what I've learned after going through this exercise with many executives many times is that people tend to fall into two camps. The first group, when we sit down to talk about the feedback, is pretty chatty. They want to talk about why the feedback exists. They want to figure out who said what. They want to map the feedback back to a specific incident that happened. They want to decide if the feedback is true, if it is right or wrong, if it is valid or invalid. And there's a lot of discussion before we get to the point of discussing what next. The second group is generally much quieter. They may have those same feelings. They may feel disappointed or hurt or frustrated or angry when they hear the feedback. But they also know that it doesn't really matter what they feel in a way, because what they're learning is how the people around them experience them. And whether they think that is true or false, it is still valuable, still important, and still going to help them make improvements. So my question to you is, which camp do you think you fall into? When you get feedback, is your initial reaction to push it away or to pull it in? Now, if you are part of the first group, don't worry. It doesn't make you a bad person, and it doesn't mean that it's impossible to improve. It just means you have to work a little bit harder. I'm considering putting together a little bit of a training, some tips and tricks on how to best take feedback. If you think that would be helpful to you, type feedback in the comments and I will get something out to you as soon as I can.